Hello, everyone. It's Friday, and I just wanted to do a quick video because that's probably all I have space for on my phone. And um, but I wanted to do a quick video about that meeting with Frump and JD and Zelenskyy in the White House. As you may have seen, um, it's pretty upsetting. I couldn't watch much of it. I read most of what people were saying about, and I read the transcripts of the quotes from what was said, and it was pretty disgusting. I mean, it was so vile. The way that Frump and J.D. Vance were treating Zelenskyy was just deplorable. It was, I mean, I honestly wrote at one point on my social media that Frump might be one of the worst human beings ever to walk this earth, and that's saying a lot. Um, it was, some people have some sense of honor and truth. You invite someone to the White House and you may not like what they say in your meeting, but you keep it cordial and then you have diplomacy, right? It was just the pure, like if you were to go, it's like a frat house. I've often compared this Frump and his people to frats, um, sororities, where you do or you're out, or you get humiliated. And it's like a pact of power, a power pact of the popular against the victimizing those who just aren't as powerful. And if you to stay in the power play, you have to probably do some pretty horrible things, right? And they enjoy it. It's the feast of thieves. It's a feast of demons, really. Um, but that's what it is, and I think that's why a lot of people like Frump, because they're raised in that type of environment where the shit floats, to put the lack of a better term, where they just think that if it floats, it's cool, but it's shit. And I'm sorry, that's gross, but that's, the phrase that came to me. Um, they like deplorables. They like deplorable behavior and people and thoughts and feelings. They like other people suffering. They voted for him because they like him to suffer. He's there because he likes people to suffer. He's a narcissist. At least he can say that. At least he can claim that for his alibi, that he's a narcissist, but he doesn't even want to recognize that. He's the best narcissist on earth. He should claim that one. But it was disgusting. It was truly disgusting. Coercing him, bullying him, kind of like when Zelenskyy was there before um, the 2020 election. And Zelenskyy is not a weakling, and he's not stupid. And he went there. And here's the thing. So a couple days ago, when I heard that they were going to, and I think I wrote it on here, when I heard that Zelenskyy was going to go there, I saw on social media people were saying, oh my God, Zelenskyy shouldn't go there. He's in danger. What if Frump has something done to him? Yada, yada, yada. And I said, because I got a hit about it. And I was like, I don't think that it's Zelenskyy who should be worried. I think it's Frump. And of course, we're all thinking physically, right? But I was like, Zelenskyy has the whole world basically behind him. And the whole world really hates Frump and Putin right now. Um, and I was like, Frump should be afraid of Zelenskyy, because there's a lot more aiding and supporting Zelenskyy who are on his side and would love to have Frump disappear. Now, this is all just for entertainment purposes only, not my opinion, just intuitive thoughts. I don't wish anyone to have any harm come to them. Okay, I am human. I'm human, but I don't wish harm to come in anyone. By the way, if this cuts off, I'll do a part 2. But so here's the thing. So I said that. I got that hit. And it turned out that I was right, and here's why. People are saying today after that meeting, Frump was so horrible, which he was. He and Vance were just awful, and they blah, 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 blah. And Zelenskyy shouldn't have gone there, blah, blah. He berated Zelenskyy and bullied him, and yet called him disrespectful and all these stupid things. And I was upset too. I was like, livid. And then I got from Spirit, no, 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 no. Zelenskyy did this on purpose with the guidance of the EU to out 45 to the whole world, so 444. So now the whole world knows who they're dealing with. And us in America, even though we already really knew, right? Frump said it out loud. I'm with Putin. I'm not with you. I'm with Putin. You need to bend to us. He made his lines. In a war, you draw your line. Do not pass this line. 45 drew the line, and Zelensky was the one who had the balls to go there and make this happen. And as soon as that declaration was made, Zelensky left. And of course, Frump is like, oh, he's not peaceful. He's not peaceful. Well, MAGA and narcissist, Frump, I've noticed that if you don't agree with them and they do horrible things, but if you don't say that they're wonderful, if you tell them no and you don't want to join in on their horrible things, what do they say? They say you're violent. I noticed that during the election. You're violent. Democrats are violent. And all we were saying was, no, no, we're not going to vote for 45. We're not going to do these things that 45 does. We don't agree with 45. And you're violent. Democrats are violent. When they're the ones who are propagating violence in word and thought and action, they don't like the word no. And Zelensky went there and he clearly said, no, I'm not going to be your little pony boy. I'm not going to bend for you. I'm not going to bend over for you. And that was to the narcissist. The word no is violent. And the word no is how you find out who someone is. That's how you know who a narcissist is, when you tell them no and they don't stop. And they actually get worse. So that's the mission. Zelensky and the EU came armed with this mission, a brilliant mission, Karen. And I think there's a kitty cat at the door. And the mission was to out 45, to draw the line in the sand, and it was drawn. Brilliant mission, brilliant work. And as soon as it was done, Zelensky went back, balls intact, and 45 now outed, raw and naked in front of the entire world. Brilliant plan. And the other thing before I end, and I think I'm going to do a different video, but I know I don't have enough space, so 2 videos. The other thing was that 45 can't go to other countries. That's why everyone's having to come to America and sit with him in the Oval Office or whatever it is, the White House meeting room. And so that's because he's a felon. He's not allowed to go to these other countries. So they're all having to come here. Well, the guy from the UK that came, I don't know his name, and met with 45 yesterday, Frump, and he gave him this letter, and Frump clearly couldn't and did not read that letter. The guy had to take it back and say, well, it says here that the king invites you to, and he said, I guess it's Balmoral Castle, which is, da-da-da, Scotland. And you know how the Scots feel about Frump and J.D. Vance and MAGA. You know how they feel. So, and also, I'm not so sure that Frump wouldn't be arrested. Isn't there like an arrest warrant for Frump in Scotland? So, can't really go there. So that was a troll. They trolled him big time with an official letter and everything. I thought that was great. I loved it. So the world does not like 45. I know he tries to control the narrative. You know, he won't let the AP into his little stupid navel gazing meetings, but the world does not like 45. And now the line has been drawn. And honestly, here in America, am I happy about this? I hate that we are now hated by everyone. But you know, it's just, in a way, it's a relief that everyone knows what we've seen all this whole time. We've all been crying out, this is what he's like, this is what he does. And now everybody sees it. This is what we've felt. This is what we've had to suffer and endure for like 10 years. And now the whole world understands what we've been talking about. So in a way, that's kind of comforting. Now, if the whole world ends up bombing us, which they might, because now they know that he's basically the country that starts with R. That's who we are now, unfortunately, because that's who he's aligned with. And he's trying to destroy America. Frump is destroying America. That's the plan. Putin sent him here for. They sent Krasnov to destroy America and send all the money over first. 909. He's sending all the money, the gold, to Putin and to Gaza and his real estate, and then destroying America and leaving us empty-pocketed and destroyed. Putin's goal was to send Krasnov to destroy America. So it may happen if we all get bombed. I don't want to be bombed, but I can't blame the world. Can't blame them. I really can't. Anyway, I just thought I would share that insight. Thanks for watching. Bye.